Wrestling fans, we are back in the house. DMW. Forbidden Door, where we blow the forbidden door wide the fuck open and bring you the biggest and brightest pro wrestling superstars from all across the world. Different promotions, all that good shit. There he is, Flip Gordon. We saw him put on a match of the night candidate on our first weekly show, Instant Classic, against the veteran P.D. Williams. Could big things be on the horizon for young Flip Gordon here in Dream Match Pro Wrestling? Time will tell, because that boy has got his work cut out for him tonight. Flippy shit on deck. His opponent is more of a mat-based tactician and brawler. A mean son of a bitch. There he is. The leader of the current incarnation of the Bullet Club. David Finley, son of wrestling legend Fit Finley. And we see he's backed up by ELP, El Phantasmo. Look at Finley. This nigga scaling the ropes like he's 7 feet tall, little ass nigga. But hey, he's looming larger than life here, making his debut here in Dream Match Pro Wrestling. The seeds have been sown. We have seen a couple members of Bullet Club already debut. Shit could get pretty dicey sooner than later. Here we go. Flip Gordon, David Finley. Finley on the attack. Flip Gordon showing that speed. Double knees to the chest area. Got David Finley wobbling, just hit him with a cutter. Springboarding off the second ropes. Already that speed advantage giving David Finley trouble. Flip Gordon unloading, jawbreaker. And David Finley already needs to head back to the drawing board. Flip Gordon. High impact drop kick. And right now, David Finley is in a world of trouble in his DMW debut. Flip Gordon trying to go undefeated. Got that big win against P.D. Williams. As I said, it was an epic match. You need to go back and watch it on our YouTube channel. A variation of a figure 4. Now what we know is usually David Finley with that technical game. Passed down by his father, but right now he is just getting trounced every which way. Reverse rider sends him rolling out to the floor. Flip Gordon got him in his sides. Plancha out on the floor. Holy shit. He hit that bitch clean. Damn near took his head off. David Finley has not been able to get out of the gate. Flip Gordon giving him that work. Insecurity out on the floor. Holy shit. Finley finally getting some offense. Throws Flip Gordon back in the ring. Brutal right hand drops him. Knee drop to the face, but he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to win this matchup. I know it only takes a 3, but goddamn, Flip Gordon has been dominating him thus far. But David Finley, he's a crafty son of a bitch. Gonna need to pull out all the tools in the proverbial toolbox to get this victory. Inverted atomic drop followed up by a brutal clothesline. And now it's Flip Gordon rolling out to the floor. Finley follows him outside. Got him. Goozled up. Snapmare. Holy shit. Boot across the face. Disrespectful. And now the tide has turned just like that. David Finley dictating the pace of this matchup. Just as I say that, Flip Gordon turns things around, back in the ring. Finley, beautiful German suplex into the bridge, only gets a 1 count. Big night on deck here. DMW Forbidden Door. What a way to kick it off. Standing Spanish Fly, Flip Gordon up on top. That might be it. Yes, Flip Gordon has just vanquished David Finley in what can be considered nothing short of an upset 450 splash off the top rope. David Finley seemed like he was putting on an epic comeback. Flip Gordon cut that shit short. And he is 2-0 here in DMW. We'll be right back. Back from commercial break. Another interesting match on tap. There he is, Dragon Lee. We saw him last week in a matchup against his forever rival, Hiromu Takahashi. Boys got bad blood. Built up over several years, multiple promotions. It was Dragon Lee getting a dominant victory over Takahashi, but after the match, Takahashi let his frustrations get the better of him, attacked Dragon Lee, and we had an all-out brawl. And now Dragon Lee trying to get some get back to a degree, but instead of Takahashi, he's going to get his stablemate, a member of LIJ, none other than Bushi. There he is, the man with the dopest mask game in the business. Bushi, he's a weird nigga, rocking the Venom style mask. I'm sure he's got another one under that one. He usually wears 2 to the ring. You know he gotta be hot as fuck. But don't let the weirdness fool you. Bushi is a world-class athlete in the junior heavyweight division. The first member to stand beside Tetsuya Naito and essentially kicked off Los Ingobernables de Japón, one of the most popular factions in New Japan Pro Wrestling history. Right now, he's rolling solo, representing the Clique and his homeboy, Hiromu Takahashi, who got his ass kicked last week. Despite getting a little bit of get back on that impromptu brawl, but here we go. Excuse me, beef jerky in my throat, no fucking jokes. Dragon Lee tried to stun Bushi, caught him slipping, pulled him off the rope, and we are off and running. Bushi caught up in the ropes. Brutal forearm, Dragon Lee. Holy shit, suicide dive out to the floor. As I mentioned last week, this whole thing with Dragon Lee and Takahashi is fascinating because these men are technically from the same family of stable, the Ungovernables, which started in Mexico, which Tetsuya Naito is a member of. That's where LIJ started. But Dragon Lee and Takahashi, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And I guess Bushi, we know where his loyalty lies. But right now, Dragon Lee giving him that work thrust kick right to the face. And Bushi is facing the same ass whooping that his homeboy faced just last week. Dragon Lee off the top, arm drag takedown. Bushi in the world of trouble, double stomp by Dragon Lee, total disrespect. And right now, LIJ is looking like the weaker faction of the family because Dragon Lee is alone on Bushi. Got him up. Devastating brainbuster. Bushi rolling out to the apron. Just trying to get some distance. Dragging Lee on his boy head. Draping DDT off the ropes. Going for the pin. This might be it. No. Bushi kicks out, but how much does he got left? He's been getting his ass whooped. Not unlike Hiromu Takahashi. Canadian Destroyer, that might be it. No, Bushi kicks out one more again. He needs to roll his ass out to the ring to get some reprieve. Dragon Lee got him up. Powerbomb. I thought he was going to throw him over the top rope. May have been wise to keep him in the ring. Dragon Lee dominant thus far. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Dragon Lee, DMW's career off to a hell of a start. Bushi fighting back, fighting out of that powerbomb attempt. Misses with that wild haymaker. Caught a knee right under the chin. Dragon Lee got him in his crosshairs. He misses that kick. Bushi could not connect with that open fist. Not that time either. Both of these men showing their quickness. Bushi, he's the veteran of the two. But right now, that's not meaning jack shit. Bushi showing his cruiserweight shenanigans. Springboard. Arm drag off the top. Dragon Lee, defense. Got him. Goozled up. Uranagi into a taskplex of sorts. Bushi might be out now. Man. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Bushi getting his bell run, but he just caught Dragon Lee slipping with an elbow. Got him. Goozled up. Neck breaker. Rude awakening style. Bushi trying to come back and get some offense in, but he just ate another forearm and another fucking knee right to the face, and I think Bushi is bleeding through that mask. Kind of hard to tell. What's not hard to tell is this ass whooping. Dragon Lee giving him that work. Shining Wizard. Bushi kicks out, rolls out to the floor. Holy shit, what a dominant match. Dragon Lee not giving them time to breathe. Attacks, dive out to the floor, sends him into the barricade, and Dragon Lee, he is definitely pissed about what happened last week after the match. Takahashi disrespect attacking him. Like I said, I didn't know that rivalry went that deep. Thought there was a level of respect, but we may be seeing a new level of beef, if you will. And Bushi is caught up in the middle of it. Dragon Lee got him goozled up. Another power bomb. Got the head hook. What's this? Oh my God. He just broke him in half. Almost like a power bomb into a fucking muscle buster. Holy shit. Dragon Lee. Hella innovative. Bushi, dazed and confused. Dragon Lee could not connect with that boot. Bushi could connect with the right. Ducks out of the way of that knee. But Bushi cannot gain the advantage. Dragon Lee is just 2 steps ahead of him. Could be the beginning of the end for young Bushi. Dragon Lee got him goozled up. Holy shit, devastating. Power bomb. This might be it for Bushi. No. Bushi kicks out one more again. This boy can definitely take an ass whooping. But how much more does he have left in the tank? Dragon Lee dominating Bushi. Once again cannot connect. Gets hit with a tornado DDT. Dragon Lee in for the pin. Once again, Bushi kicks out Dragon Lee. Gotta be growing frustrated with all the offense he's dished out. Haven't been able to put Bushi down just yet. Power bomb bridge. This might be it. No. Bushi kicks out one more again, but he's not popping up this time. And it looked like the writing is on the wall. Dragon Lee throws him into the corner. Panama Sunrise. Holy shit, that has got to be it. Yes. Bushi is toast. Dragon Lee with the win. What's this? Is he going to help him up? Like I said, these guys are technically in the same clique. No! Dragon Lee, he has not forgot about what went down last week. He's stomping the shit out of Bushi. And this ungovernable war, civil war, has only just begun. We'll be right back. Back from commercial break. And we've got a big tag team matchup on deck. There they are. Aussie Open. Kyle Fletcher, Big Mark Davis.
On the way to the ring at a combined weight.
These boys have been making a name for themselves all around the world, particularly in New Japan Pro Wrestling, where they are members of the United Empire. Very interesting stable. Officially making their DMW debut. And boy, it's a hell of a fucking challenge they've got on their plates. You'll see what I mean when their opponents come out here in a few short seconds. Here they come. Arguably the greatest tag team of all time. Definitely one of the best to do it. No question about that. Them boys from Sandy Fort, Delaware. Jay and Mark, the Briscoes. These men have won tag team gold all over the world. But they are best known for their time in Ring of Honor, where they are 13 times former ROH Tag Team Champions. Big fight field for this tag team matchup. Should be a good one. Contrast of styles. The Briscoes, they can do a little of everything, but you gotta call them brawlers first. They like to get down and dirty. Meanwhile, Fletcher and Davis, Fletcher, speed, off the chain athleticism. Meanwhile, Mark Davis is a powerhouse. Should be a good one. Here we go. It's gonna be big badass Mark Davis starting off with the former ROH World Champion Jay Briscoe. Davis giving them that work, showcasing that power right off the rip. But Briscoe slips out of that suplex attempt, clips the leg, takes the big man down momentarily. And we've got a standoff here. Jay Briscoe laying the wood. Got Mark Davis goozled up. Powerbomb. Holy shit. Jay Briscoe showing that he's got a power reservoir of his own. Mark Davis just caught him with a forearm to the face, rocked him. Irish whip into the rope, collision. Standoff once again. Jay Briscoe teeing off. Got Mark Davis up. Drop scene. And right now, Mark Davis a little worse for wear. Can use the tag in the worst way possible. Crawling tap towards the Aussie Open corner. But Mark Briscoe cuts him off. And the big Aussie in trouble for the moment. Got Mark Briscoe goozled up. Deposits him down in a vicious back suplex. And now it's Mark Briscoe in trouble. Briscoe just caught a sneaky right hand to the back of the head by Kyle Fletcher. And Davis Just Cobra Clutch bombed him on the back of his head. Now Davis going up top. And you see why big man don't fly so often. He just missed that high cross body, went splat across the floor. And now he's in trouble. Chicken got him up. Devastating forearm to the face. Mark Davis still in the ring, getting his ass handed to him. Briscoe's in control. Jay Briscoe back in. Axe and smash shenanigans. And I think Mark Davis has been busted open already. Wouldn't be surprising with the punishment he's taking. Jay Briscoe just karate chopped him in the face. And Mark Davis has certainly seen better days. Briscoe almost cleared out the referee while going for that snap leg drop. Mark Davis getting his ass beat, but he's a fighter. Got Jay Briscoe goozled up by his bandana. Head first into the turnbuckle. Once again, Kyle Davis with a shady right to the back of Briscoe's head. Holy shit, Mark Davis caught him slipping with an insecurity. But he's still in here getting his ass whooped. He needs to tag out to Kyle Fletcher or this one is not going to last long. Briscoe, rude awakening style neck breaker. And this one might be done though already. No, Kyle Fletcher breaks it up. But how much more this ass whooping can Mark Davis take? Briscoe dropped him face first into that second turnbuckle. Mark Davis trying to put up his dukes to no avail. Mark Briscoe back in the ring. Tag team shenanigans, an inverted style doomsday device. Holy shit. Once again, Kyle Fletcher gotta make the save for Mark Davis, who ain't doing himself no favors. Not getting that fucking tag. Redneck Kung Fu. Holy shit, the Briscoes dominating this matchup thus far. Briscoe got Davis up on his shoulder. Once again, Davis fights out of it. But once again, Mark Briscoe just a little too swift for him. And it's Jay Briscoe with that shiny right to the back of Davis's head. He just got deposited on it with a brutal German suplex. Briscoe got him up. Davis fights out of that fisherman attempt. Got Mark Briscoe goozled up. What's he doing with him? A little indecisive. Mark Davis may not have all his faculties at this point. Running lariat, Mark Briscoe, holy shit. Plunging to the outside. Mark Davis in the world of trouble throw. Sternum first into the steel staircase. Mark Briscoe fired the fuck up. Can Mark Davis make the fucking 10 count and get back in the ring? Does he want to get back in the ring after suffering all this fucking punishment at the hands of them boys? Another sneaky forearm to the back of the head by Jay Briscoe. More redneck Kung Fu by Mark Briscoe. And once again, Mark Davis looking dusted and disgusted. Mark got him up. Davis, to his credit, fighting out of it. Drops Mark Briscoe with a power slam. Whenever Davis gets some offense, it's kind of hard to blame him. You got to get some offense just to get them boys off your head, but he also got to get to that Aussie open corner. Right now, it's more tag team shenanigans by them boys. More axe and smash across the knee. Jay Briscoe going for the pin. Could this be it? Kyle Fletcher one more gear in to break it up. I don't know if I've ever seen Mark Davis get the wood taken to him like this. But the Briscoes will put it on you. They are capable of dominating. Great tag teams. They've done it so many times before. White noise. Davis rolls out of the way. Had a chance to make the tag. Didn't do it. Drops Briscoe with an elbow. Once again, standing on wobbly legs. Got Jay Briscoe goozled up. Briscoe fights out of it. And right now, Mark Davis is costing his team this matchup. I don't know if it's pride. I don't know if he's just got his bell run too many times. But he is not fighting a smart match once again. Kyle Fletcher got to come in and save his punk ass. Briscoe got him goozled up. Arm wrench. Ripcord style lariat. Kyle Fletcher one more again breaks it up. And now Fletcher and Mark Briscoe going at it. Meanwhile, Jay Briscoe back on Mark Davis's head. Hits that clothesline one more again. Turn him inside the fuck out. Mark Davis kicks out. He's a tough son of a bitch. Face a crimson mask. Jay Briscoe hanging DDT. Holy shit, the referee might have to stop this shit because it's getting uncomfortable to watch, goddammit. Jay Briscoe cutter. This has gotta be it. No, Kyle Fletcher out of nowhere breaks it up. Mark Davis with some Australian Kung Fu. Giving Jay Briscoe that work, slamming his head into the mat. But once again, failing to make the tag. And essentially failing his team. Head first, Jay Briscoe into the rope. Kyle Fletcher trying his damnedest to somehow get involved in this matchup. Can't do it legally because his partner cannot make the tag, and Jay Briscoe gives him a hanging DDT for his trouble. Once again, Mark Davis looking like he's done for. Jay Briscoe, wrench in the arm. Mark Davis down to his knees. Blows to the kidneys. Mark Davis still fighting. You gotta give him credit for that. Holy shit, what a power drive. This might be it. No, and it's Mark Briscoe making the save. Now, what I will say about Kyle Fletcher, he keeps getting out of place, making it difficult for Mark Davis to make the tag. And finally, Kyle Fletcher enters this matchup legally. With Jay Briscoe at a disadvantage, but Briscoe may have been playing possum. Caught him slipping, got him up. White noise, or was that the Irish curse? I don't fucking know. We know that's a fucking devastating series of left haymakers and a boot to the rib cage. And now it's Kyle Fletcher getting that work in the Briscoe's corner. Jay Briscoe slams him down, tags in the chicken. Mark Briscoe. And it doesn't seem to matter which member of RC Open is in the ring. They're getting their ass beat by the Briscoes. Mark Briscoe laying the wood to young Kyle Fletcher. Fisherman Buster, leg hook. Mark Davis comes in, breaks it up. Right now, Aussie Open just seem to be outclassed by them boys. Briscoe wrenching that right arm. Kyle Fletcher fighting out of it. Blows to the rib cage. Could not connect with that right. Briscoe caught him slipping, but Fletcher, holy shit. A V-trigger style jumping knee to the face took Briscoe down. Kyle Fletcher showing that speed and athleticism. 360 Tombstone power driver. Jay Briscoe has to come in and break it up. Aussie Open finally gaining some momentum. Just as I say that, jump kick. Mark Briscoe caught him slipping. Death Valley driver. This might be it. No, Mark Davis breaking it up. Kyle Fletcher rolling out to the floor, but he won't get much reprieve. Mark Briscoe on his head, senton off of the apron. And the Briscoes just beating these boys like they stole something off the farm. Holy shit. Kyle Fletcher thrown back into the ring, trying to crawl towards his corner. No half, just ate a back fist. Fletcher reversed that mount attempt by Mark Briscoe. Kyle Fletcher tagging out. Well, how much does Mark Davis have left after the ass whooping Easter stain? He just walked right into a pump kick. And that shows you he's not in a good state right now. Falling to the Briscoe's corner. More axe smash. Jay Briscoe off the second rope elbow drop. Mark Davis trying to run out of the ring. Jay Briscoe wisely cut him off. Briscoe showing they are just a little more experienced, a little more seasoned, a little more savvy than the youngsters. Aussie Open. But Mark Davis just dropped Jay with an elbow. Got him goozled up. Jay Briscoe fights him off. Takes him down with a judo-style throw. Jams that knee right into Mark Davis's face. Jay Briscoe up top. Could not connect with the double boots. And he had a pair of boots. And now Mark Davis giving him that work. Aussie Open. Finally, with a little bit of momentum, can they sustain it? Mark Davis got Jay Briscoe with his sights. Briscoe caught the boot. Catches him slipping with another cutter. Kyle Fletcher in to break it up. And he was just in time because I don't think Mark Davis could have kicked out of that one. He's taking too much punishment, lost too much blood. Briscoe snap suplex. Briscoe tried to take Kyle Fletcher out of the game, but he ate a knee for his trouble. And I think Jay Briscoe's busted open. Mark Davis stops that power drive attempt. While we've got two relatively fresh men, Mark Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher. Briscoe unloading with a series of lefts to Kyle Fletcher's skull, but Fletcher right back up. And he just got kicked across the ring. Holy shit. Briscoe got him up. Another Death Valley driver. This might be it. No, Mark Davis breaks it up. And the timely saves may be on us, keeping Aussie Open in this matchup. Briscoe, Fisherman Buster into the pin. Davis saving this matchup one more again. Kyle Fletcher kicks out, but you can tell he's in the world of trouble right now. But he's not done. He's fighting back. Snap suplex to perfection. In comes Big Mark Davis. Mark Briscoe down. Looking like he's trying to clear the cobwebs. Throws Mark Davis to the apron. Shenanigans. This one is looking dangerous. Briscoe, holy shit. Starving DDT right on the apron. The hardest part of the goddamn ring. And Mark Davis might not know his name right now. He's taking tremendous punishment. And now Mark Briscoe going after Kyle Fletcher. Same business. Other side of the ring on the apron. Meanwhile, Mark Davis trying to get some get back on Jay Briscoe, but Briscoe not having it. Mark Briscoe from behind. Bulldog style face plant. Got Mark Davis up. Death Valley driver. This has got to be it. No, Mark Davis kicks out. Holy shit, Mark Davis, this nigga can take a lot of punishment. Going after Jay Briscoe. Some April revenge. Holy shit, backbreaker. Roderick Strong gotta be at home with a Woody after seeing that shit. Mark Davis, holy shit. Showing some of his athleticism, and he's destroying both of the Briscoes out here on the floor. And this matchup has turned around. Davis throws Mark Briscoe back into the ring. Follows him inside. Mark Davis fired the fuck up. Can Aussie Open pull off what will be an upset? He's got Mark Briscoe goozled up. Throws him into the Aussie Open corner, but Briscoe fights him off. Drives a knee into the face. Stomp to the back repeatedly. Kyle Fletcher breaks it up. Man, this one is breaking down into an all-out war. Briscoe got Mark Davis in his sights. Davis slips out. Catches Briscoe with a right. DDT. And now it's Mark Briscoe crawling towards his brother. In comes Jay Briscoe. In comes Kyle Fletcher. Who will connect first? It'll be Fletcher. He's got Briscoe up. Holy shit. A Falcon driver of sorts, but Jay Briscoe kicks out. Falcon Mikanoshu driver hybrid of sorts. Jay Briscoe victory roll. Mark Davis breaks it up. Kyle Fletcher on the apron. And this one has turned into the competitive matchup we thought we'd see. And I think Kyle Fletcher has been busted open from that draping DDT on the apron. Jay Briscoe more the same to Mark Davis. Kyle Fletcher catches him from behind. Jay Briscoe puts a stop to all that bullshit. And he takes Fletcher down with a backhand to the face. What a matchup. Another cutter. This has got to be it for Kyle Fletcher. Shut him down. Sit him down. No, Kyle Fletcher kicks out. And you see that gash under his right eye. It's gnarly funk. Jay Briscoe off the top, diving knee. Referee out of place. Bitch needs to get her game again. I think she just cost the Briscoes this matchup. Kyle Fletcher looking like his arm has been fucking located. Holy shit. Jay Briscoe throws him into the boys' corner. Tag team shenanigans. Axe smash. One more again. This time it's Mark coming off the second rope. Kyle Fletcher could not get to the Aussie Open corner. Doesn't matter. Mark Davis in to make the save. Kyle Fletcher rolling out to the floor. Mark Briscoe stalking. Talking shit. Calling up all types of unsavory names, I'm sure. Fletcher back in. Walks right in to hell. Delivered on the part of Jay Briscoe. But he kicks out. Or did he get an assist from Mark Davis? It may have been a little of both. You gotta give Aussie Open credit. They've been in this one for each other. No matter how bad one's getting the ass whooped, the other one has got his back, but it may not matter. Jay Briscoe, basement drop kick, trying to take Mark Davis out of this one, and he does. Isolating Kyle Fletcher, but Fletcher reverses the game. Forearm to the face, Briscoe kicks up. Holy shit, Kyle Fletcher around the world into a crossarm. Holy shit, Mark Briscoe, timely save. I don't know if Jay Briscoe would have been able to hang on. Kyle Fletcher giving Mark Briscoe that work, drop kicked him off the apron, out to the floor. And once again, this shit is broken down. Kyle Fletcher got Jay Briscoe up. There's a mission no shoot driver out on the floor. Jay Briscoe's in the world of trouble. Just ate a shining wizard insecurity. And that was Aussie Open in control of this matchup for the moment. Kyle Fletcher starting in front, and he just may have fucked up. Jay Briscoe caught him slipping. Another lariat, and this has got to be it. Mark Davis breaks it up for about the 12th goddamn time. Gives Kyle Fletcher just enough time to retaliate with a boot to the face. And now he's going after Mark Briscoe. This shit is getting personal. I promise you this will not be the last time these two teams face off. Fletcher just eliminated Mark Briscoe from the equation. That was Fletcher and Jay Briscoe. Jay misses that boot. Just ate that devastating whirlwind Falcon Arrow. Jay Briscoe kicks out just barely. Holy shit, this crowd is going insane for this epic 5-star classic of a tag team matchup. Tornado, Tombstone, Power Driver. This has gotta be it. And yes, Aussie Open has put down the Briscoe brothers. What a comeback. Aiken are coming back from a 3-1 deficit because the Briscoes dominated the first 60% of this matchup, but Aussie Open stayed resilient, kept fighting, and somehow, some way, they pull off the win. Holy shit. We'll be right back.
Here are your winners, the Blade Runners.
Back in the house, trying to catch our collective breath from that awesome tag team matchup, but we're moving on with more singles competition. There he is, Black Machismo himself, Jay Lethal, Mr. ROH, multiple time Ring of Honor World Champion, former Ring of Honor Television Champion, former TNA X Division Champion. What I'm trying to say is the man has done just about everything there is to do in this business. Some might say he's a tad past his prime. Well, here's the ultimate proving ground, Dream Match Pro Wrestling, where the forbidden door has been blown off the motherfucking hinges. So he'll get a chance to test his mettle against some of the best in the world. And as this matchup will prove, it doesn't matter what era. Here comes his opponent, straight from the main streets of Battle Creek, Michigan, Mr. Monday Night himself, Rob Van Dam. I believe these men may have crossed paths in TNA wrestling, but let's be honest, that was a totally different Jay Lethal back then. Yes, he's always been supremely talented, but this man unlocked something around the time of 2014 in Ring of Honor, when he became a member of the House of Truth with the homie Truth Martini and went on that epic run as one of the greatest Ring of Honor World Champions of all time. So what we have here is essentially Mr. ROH against Mr. ECW, And here we go. Lethal, RVD, ring the damn bell. RVD misses that roundhouse. A little unwise to go for that right out of the gate, but RVD never been known as the smartest goddamn tool in the fucking card box. I just fucked up that fucking goddamn joke. Fuck all of you. Jay Lethal going to work on that left leg, which may have been compromised from RVD going for that move. We'll have to watch that as this matchup progresses. But right now, RVD giving Jay Lethal that work. RVD, one of the most gifted performers we've ever seen in a professional wrestling ring, to the point where some say he underachieves. Rolling Thunder inverted style. Lethal rolling out to the floor with RVD on his head. Springboard over the top. Jay Lethal caught him slipping. And this one back and forth. Lethal combination out on the floor. Holy shit. These signatures and finisher Lethal hits are sudden. They can catch you out of nowhere and knock you out for the 1, 2, 3. Jay Lethal was that damn good, but he just got caught slipping with a springboard boot. And both of these men showing their speed. And the ring savvy RVD opening up with a can, a kick ass. And there's a proper Rolling Thunder going for the pin. Could this be it for Jay Lethal already? And that was a near fall. Jay Lethal needs to get his head in the game. RVD misses that kick. Pays for it. Eats a knee to the left ear. And now Jay Lethal once again going to work on that leg. You know Lethal, he's got that figure 4 in his arsenal. Learned it from the dirtiest player in the game. RVD rushes in, drops him with a clothesline. Lethal blocks that right hand. RVD does the same, does he one better. Another roundhouse drop kick. Lethal down, one more again. A round kick to the face, followed up by some nut-busting chicanery. One more again, holy shit. Shaves with a great Jeff Hardy. RVD up on top. Could not connect with that frog splash. Jay Lethal moving out of the way just in time. Lethal. Suicide dive could not connect. And man, that may cost him big time here. But Lethal, to his credit, fighting back. Only for 1 second, RVD seems to be one step ahead of the man from Elizabeth, New Jersey. RVD in control. Jay Lethal catches that boot. RVD does the same. Like I said, he seems to be one step ahead of Black Machismo here. Lethal got him goozled up by the ponytail. But RVD fighting back and he just drops Lethal. Steady moonsault. Could this be it? Lethal kicks out, but once again, not a lot of steam on that kick out. He's been getting his ass whooped, and he just ran into a drop kick, or did he? I don't know if RVD got all of it, but once again, he's showing it was just a tad bit faster than Jay Lethal. Another Rolling Thunder. RVD going up top. Frog splash and Lethal's future. That has got to be it. No, Jay Lethal kicks out. Not many people can say they kicked out of that 5-star frog splash. Add Lethal to a very short list. But can he come back and win this matchup? Another lethal combination. Going for the pin. RVD kicks out at 1. Irish whip. Lethal, holy shit. A sky high of sorts. A pop-up sky high. Lethal getting pissed off. Working RVD over in the corner. Sometimes you gotta go a little dirty, nigga. Especially when you been getting your ass handed to you. We know Jay Lethal will do whatever it takes at the end of the day to get the victory. And in a competitive arena that likes of Dream Match Pro Wrestling, that's what the fuck you may have to do. Lethal going to work on that arm. Trying to dissect RVD bit by bit, limb by bloody limb, but RVD fights him off. Elbows to the midsection. We've got a chest match here. RVD once again with that roundhouse kick. Springboard crossbody out to the floor. Lethal's in trouble. Standing moonsault again. And it's starting to look like this is RVD's match to lose. Got Jay Lethal up. I thought he was going to drop him on that guardrail, but he just dropped him on those thin-ass mats instead. Lethal got him goozled up. RVD puts on the brakes. Not that time. Lethal just threw him across the ring side area. Higher elevation on that elbow drop. Meanwhile, the counter's getting up there. Need to get that punk ass back in the ring. Jay Lethal in control for the moment. Giving RVD that word. Count is up to 7. RVD intercepts the boot. Northern Light suplex. Lethal was down. RVD back in the ring. Count is up to 9. Jay Lethal is not moving. I don't think he's going to get back in to beat the count. No, that is it. RVD, your winner via count out. Just as this one was starting to get good, these boys spent a little bit too much time on the outside. Jay Lethal, he ended up losing that chess game and ultimately losing the matchup. We'll be right back.
Here is your winner, Rob Van Dam.
Main event time. This one here, a follow-up to our pay-per-view where we crowned the inaugural DMW Women's Champion. There she is, Rosemary. She won that title in a grueling fatal 4-way ladder match. And now she's here to show whether or not she's got what it takes to be a serviceable champion in the choppy, fiercely competitive waters that are Dream Match Pro Wrestling. And here's her opponent, Laura Loca herself, Taya Valkyrie. Also included in that fatal 4-way ladder match. Now, if you know anything about their history, you know these two ladies are frenemies, if you will. I would say they are more friendly than they are enemies, but when it comes to checks and championships, friendship often flies out of the window, and that could be the case here. Taya, undoubtedly not too thrilled that she didn't walk away with the championship. And both she and Rosemary had a lot of heat in that ladder match. Non-title matchup here. Taya Valkyrie, Rosemary, ring the damn bell. Rosemary throws Taya out of the gate. No love lost right off the bat. Rosemary unloading, wrenching the arm into an armbar, but Taya fighting back. Blows to the rib cage. unloading with a series of rights, lefts, rib breaker right across the knee, Taya double stomp. Holy shit. She's definitely fired the fuck up, but Rosemary unloading back. Gets the offensive edge for the moment. And man, the crowd is going nuts. Taya thrown over the top one more again. Rosemary. And this is like a Sheamus tribute night. Wearing out that chest right over those fake ass titties. Taya drops to the floor and Rosemary in control. Taya back in. Trying to figure out what it's going to take to put down the Demon Assassin Rosemary. Knee to the face. Sling blade clothesline. Rosemary unloading. Giving Taya that work. Holy shit. Once again, Taya Valkyrie rolling out to the floor. Whatever game plan she came up with, it is not working. Bulldog by Taya Valkyrie. She's going to have to get off savvy to pull off a victory here against the Demon Assassin. Beautiful Uranagi slam of sorts. Rosemary kicked out, but she felt that one. Could this be the opening Taya needed to turn this match around? Rosemary catches her slipping. Superman punch. Holy shit. One more again unloading. Taya, whenever she gets some offense, Rosemary counters. And that might be it. Demon drop. No, Taya kicks out. But what does she have left in the tank after this brutal assault by the DMW Women's Champion? Taya trying to run out to the ring. Rosemary not having it. Taya fights around, boot to the midsection. Got her up on the shoulders. Does Valley driver? No. Fireman slam. Rosemary crawling to the corner. Taya got her inner sights. Rushes in. Elbow. And now Taya Valkyrie taking control of this matchup for the moment. Can she sustain this edge? Going after the leg, spinning toe hold. Shades of the modernly great Al Perez. Misses with that double star. Rosemary misses with that Superman punch. Beautiful German release suplex by Taya Valkyrie. Slams Rosemary back by the hair. This one is getting hella disrespectful. Taya, did she make a mistake not going for the pin, or does she know she's got to do much more? That uppercut might do it. Rosemary down. And that is it. Taya Valkyrie just scored a pinfall over the women's champion. Non-title match, but you gotta think getting a win, especially in that fashion with that knockout uppercut. This has gotta put her at the top of the chain as far as getting a title shot at the DMW Women's Champion. Rosemary out there, dusted and disgusted. Her first match as Women's Champion could not have gone any worse. That's all for this week. We'll see you next time. Dream Match Pro Wrestling, Forbidden Door. Peace out.